The Bourne Ultimatum begins in Moscow, having been wounded by a gunshot by the Russian assassin Kirill. Jason Bourne, Matt Damon, evades Moscow police and goes into hiding. The movie opens with the title The Bourne Ultimatum, opening sequence. The Bourne Ultimatum 2007, action, mystery and thriller recaps. 6 weeks later, he goes to Paris to inform Martin Kreutz of the death of his sister Marie, who had been Bourne's girlfriend. Following that, The Guardian correspondent Simon Ross meets with an unidentified person to discuss Jason Bourne and Operation Treadstone, the beginning phase of Bourne's past. The CIA begins tracking Ross after he mentions Operation Blackbriar over a cell phone call. Bourne learns of Ross's investigation of Treadstone and they secretly meet at Waterloo Station. Bourne realizes that the CIA is tracking Ross and helps him evade capture. Still, Ross deviates from Bourne's instructions and is killed by Blackbriar assassin Paz, on orders from Blackbriar's director Noah Vosen. Pamela Landy, who had been assigned to hunt Bourne 6 weeks earlier, but was unsuccessful, is brought in to help Vosen. They hacked into Ross's files and found that Ross's source was Neil Daniels, the CIA station chief in Madrid, who was formerly involved in Treadstone and is involved in Blackbriar as well. Bourne makes his way to Daniels' Madrid office but finds it empty. After Bourne incapacitates a CIA team sent by Vosen and Landy, Nikki Parsons, a former Treadstone support technician, arrives. She decides to help Bourne and tells him that Daniels has fled to Tangier. Upon arriving in Tangier, Parsons tries to track Daniels' location but is unable to, finding that Blackbriar's asset Buksani has been tasked with killing Daniels. Vosen learns that Parsons logged in to access information about Daniels and sends after Parsons and Bourne, a decision Landy disagrees with. Bourne follows to Daniels but fails to prevent Daniels' death by a planted bomb. Bourne manages to kill before he can kill Parsons and subsequently sends Parsons into hiding. Bourne examines the contents of Daniels' charred briefcase and finds the address of the deep-cover CIA bureau in New York City where Vosen directs Blackbriar. Bourne travels to New York City. Landy receives a phone call from Bourne, in a repetition of the final scene of the Bourne Supremacy, which is revealed to be tapped by Vosen. Landy thanks Bourne for the tape he sent her, which revealed the corrupt dealings of former Treadstone director Ward Abbott. She also tells him that his real name is David Webb and his birth date is April 15, 1971. Bourne tells Landy to get some rest because she looks tired, which she and Vosen both understand to mean that Bourne is watching her. Vosen intercepts a text to Landy from Bourne of a location to meet up and leaves his office with a team to follow Landy and capture Bourne. Bourne breaks into Vosen's office and steals classified Blackbriar documents. Vosen, who realizes that the meeting was only a diversion, sends Paz after Bourne. The two finally encounter each other in a car chase which ends with Paz forcing Bourne's car to crash into a concrete barrier. Bourne gets out and holds Paz at gunpoint before sparing his life and continuing to 415 East 71st Street, memories of which were triggered by the false birthday he was given by Landy. Vosen also figures out Landy's code and warns Dr. Albert Hirsch, who ran Treadstone's behavior modification program, that Bourne is coming. Landy meets Bourne at the building, where Bourne gives her the Blackbriar files before going inside. Vosen arrives in minutes and starts searching for Landy, afraid that she might release the classified information, only to find her faxing the files to an unknown receiver just as the last page is being sent. Bourne encounters Hirsch at an upper level and, with Hirsch's help, remembers that he volunteered for Treadstone. He then states that he is no longer Jason Bourne and flees to the roof of Vosen's pursuing CIA team. Bourne is confronted on the roof by Paz, who asks Bourne why he did not kill him. Bourne asks Paz if he even knows why he is supposed to kill him and repeats the dying words of the Professor Treadstone assassin Bourne had killed years earlier. Look at us. Look at what they make you give. Paz lowers his gun as Bourne runs to jump off the roof, but Vosen appears and shoots at Bourne as he leaps into the East River below. Sometime later, Parsons watches a television news broadcast about the exposure of Operation Blackbriar, the arrests of Hirsch and Vosen, a criminal investigation of CIA Director Ezra Kramer, and David Webb, aka Jason Bourne, who was reportedly shot and fell into the East River. Upon hearing that his body has not been found after a 3-day search, Parsons is seen giving a wide grin watching live direct television breaking news channel on MSNBC Breaking News with a woman news journalist reporter information coverage of breaking news. The movie ends with Bourne shown floating in the water for some time and then swimming away underwater after his fall. The end. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.